Hey, everybody. It is Monday night.
What's going on? It's Sketchy Live Monday.
Welcome to the broadcast tonight. We have a treat for you tonight.
Are you in labor? Because today's Labor Day. No.
We did labor. We did labor
today. So we did some labor. We're so excited. Hey, we've got, as Eddie B just alluded to, and hopefully you've seen the post.
Yes.
We have an amazing guest on tonight, and I'm so excited to talk to this gentleman. Holy cow. There's so much to talk about. Such an amazing person that I got an opportunity to meet in the roads of Johnny Jalopy, having things happen in his life and stuff. I meet this person, and there's something about this guy that just I have always just is attraction the right word?
Is there something we need to talk about?
No, but it's like this. There's something about him that just he draws you in, and just him. And anyway, we're gonna get you all caught up when he's there. We got a special guest.
Yes.
So you're not gonna want to miss this Sketchy Live. If you were out by the pool or you were hanging out by a barbecue and you're done with the day, hang out with us. Put your feet up, grab a beverage. This is gonna be awesome because we're gonna meet the one, the only. Hit that Sketchy Live intro, and then we'll say who's here.
All right. We'll be right back.
Not gonna tell you. Boom, bam, boom, bam. Hopefully you can hear us.
We are back.
Check. Mic 1 2. Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm sure they can.
Guys, we're so excited. First of all, the equipment is working.
Yay!
I think I should have an audio.
Just leave it. Don't even touch it.
Don't touch the audio equipment. Everything is working. So, anyways, hey, welcome to Sketchy Live. I'm Johnny Jalopy, your hot rod artist, pseudo fabricator, full-time artist. Boop, 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 boop. Right next to me, my beautiful wife, Eddie B.
Hey guys.
On the ones and twos. Gonna be dropping hot fire for you tonight. Huge. If you weren't, listen, tonight's the night. We have an amazing special guest.
So
Eddie B.
excited. Yes.
Who's here?
We've got Arlo DIllman.
Arlo DIllman. You may know him from amazing artwork that he does as an automotive artist. You may know him probably from an amazing radio show that he shared with a friend or a good guy of his, a pal partner. It was Captain Bob and Arlo.
Yes.
If you've ever been to the Iola car show, you've probably seen him. And we're going to get to know, if you've been to SEMA, they would do the radio show from SEMA. That's where I got to meet him.
2019.
Yes, I was fortunate.
6 years ago.
I can't remember if I got to be on the radio show first and then met him, or I think I met him first and then got to be on the radio show. Mm-hmm. Anyways, we are so excited. Amazing automotive artist, and great person, and so excited that he is here and accepted our invitation to be on Sketchy Live. The one, the only Arlo DIllman. Hot rod artist. What's going on, Arlo?
Oh, he is muted. Hold on. There you go.
Oh, don't mute him.
Why?
There you are. Go ahead, Arlo.
Am I here?
Yeah. Am I here? Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to Sketchy Live. We're so excited that you're here.
How you doing?
Great.
Super.
Boy, I'm telling you, that was quite an intro. I don't know how I live up to that intro.
Yeah. So hey, it was great. It was great
Holy
talking to you.
cow, I mean,
And we got some party gifts, and we hope you had a good time.
party gifts. But Johnny, you talk about SEMA. I have to tell you, it was Ian Rossell. We were going to interview Captain Bob and I with Wisconsin Howard Radio, and we saw Ian coming through the crowd to do the interview with us. But I saw you, and I went, that's the dude. That's the guy that draws these really cool mesh-up cars that Ian is building. And I went, if you recall, I went straight for you. I just completely ignored Ian. He
I
looked at me
I
kind of
felt
funny,
super,
and I went
super
straight for
special
you.
and weird at the same time because I was like, why is he talking to me?
Oh.
Because realistically, by that time, I think there had only been a few episodes that had finally aired.
Yeah.
And so there wasn't like a lot of people, some people did know who kind of I was, but the fact that
I
you knew
did.
who I was like, oh my God, this guy knows who I am. This is crazy.
And if you recall, what I told you at the time was how many people, there's only a few people that do a cartoon or design a car that gets fabricated.
Yeah.
Like someone like Ian. I mean, especially like Ian or Gene Winfield or Ed Roth, like that. And I told you, it doesn't happen. And so you, at that time, I think it was the Jalopy 5, right? It was the
Johnny 5.
The Johnny 5 had been
Johnny
built,
5.
and at SEMA we actually brought Space Junkie 2, which was a three episode show.
Yeah.
So Space Junkie 2.0 was upstairs.
Right.
And the whole there's this whole crazy story of how I even got to SEMA.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't supposed to be there, and I kind of crashed Ian's booth. Realistically, almost to that kind of spy type thing.
Yeah.
I crashed like Ian's signing thing, not on purpose, but I was like a friend that knew me, or a supporter person was like, dude, we're going to SEMA and we have a room and you should come because your car's going to be there.
Yeah.
The car that you designed, you need to be here. I'm like, so I talked to Itty B and she's like, yeah, you need to go.
Smart move.
And so it was really cool. Then the whole thing with Ian going to see you guys, I was just hanging out because he had just got married to Jamie.
Yes.
So so I was like, I'll hang out with Jamie while you go do this interview. That was the sole purpose of why Johnny Jalopy was even near you guys. I was like filler while her husband was getting interviewed. Meanwhile, she's like, I didn't realize he was such a famous person.
I know, right?
Yeah, it was so crazy, but it was an amazing experience for you guys.
I beelined right to you because I know you're an artist and you're a great, phenomenal person. And when I saw you on TV, and I know they do a lot of editing, but I got to design this like now. You got to look his lines in, and my heart went out for it because I thought, man, you're being put on the spot, but you produced. And Ian then would build it.
Yeah.
To your spec. And who gets an opportunity?
Not a lot of people.
It's a rare deal.
Nobody does. So I was so tickled when Ian's a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you came out from behind him. I'm like, oh, there he is. There's the dude. There's the guy.
There's that living
cartoon character you were wearing, Yeah, it's pretty cool. And look what I'm wearing.
I love it.
I'm part of your army.
I appreciate that so much.
I'm a huge fan. Always.
Well, enough about me. Let's talk about you.
Okay, we'll talk about ADB.
That's why you're on here.
Let's talk about ADB now.
No, I'm not part of any of this. I'm just producing the show here.
I didn't.
Trust me, ADB, that's a lot of work. Trust me.
Yeah,
a lot of work.
She's on.
Yeah, you know a little bit about this. So tell us about your broadcast that you guys were doing.
So Captain Bob and I formed Wisconsin Hot Rod Radio in 2007.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, we went 15 years, and we could have kept going, but I had some health issues and some other things going on. And the good Lord, I kind of said, okay, what do I do next? He said, do cartooning, and that's where I kept going. But no, the radio show, there was a need, especially up here in the Midwest, where we only have about 4 months of car shows. We're compressed.
Right.
And we found out that car shows, the only way you'd hear about them would be if you had your window rolled down at a car show and you threw a flyer in your front seat.
Exactly.
That was the only way. That's the only way. So if you didn't go to the car show, you didn't know about it.
Right.
And a friend of mine he was the programming director for a local radio station. And we were having lunch one day, and he said, I need to fill this slot. And I told him this idea I had. And I just met Captain Bob, and we were talking about this issue, what we needed to do. Because we'd go to a car show, there'd be 7 cars. That's it. And they had nice trophies, and the whole church was matching shirts. They had free food, all kinds of stuff.
Right.
Really sad. So him and I had talked about we need to help the promoters. We need to help. So what we ended up doing was being the conduit between the car show people going to car shows and the promoters to help them get together. So we paid for that 1 hour. We always did. We found sponsors, great sponsors right off the bat to pay for that 1 hour because they didn't pay us. We paid that station.
Gotcha.
And yeah, that's how it was set up. And we just started, it's kind of funny. We started the first 2 years, we read car show flyers. We just would pick up a piece of paper, a car show flyer, and I would read mine, and then he'd read his, and then I'd read mine, and he'd read his. And it was an hour show, and we had, I think, three 5-minute breaks, for commercials. And we did that, and I swear to you, and what happened was we also did streaming. So the radio station had a streaming component back then, which was really cool. I kid you not, we got a phone call or an email from guys out in Vegas and California going, how come you never read car show flyers from Vegas or from California? You only read the shows near you. Well, yeah, I mean, we had no clue. And then Bob and I were getting messages from, at that time, kids were over serving in Iraq, Afghanistan. We were getting messages from them saying, it's really cool. I'm from the local area, and to hear about the car show is still going on.
That is cool.
And then Bob and I realized this is bigger than we thought. People are actually tuning in. And you guys can appreciate that.
Yeah.
So we started, and then next thing we know, at that time, I think it was Drive or what was it, Speed Channel, contacted us and said, hey, we hear you guys are doing stuff, and we want to put some of our celebrities on your radio show. The big thing that set us apart was Bob had a task to get Jay Leno on. That was our very first celebrity we were trying to get. It took Bob 6 months, but he did it.
Wow.
And we talked to Jay about the ongoing thing right now. There's Leno's Law in California.
Right. Yep.
We talked to him about the laws that is coming about with the EPA is outlawing hot rods.
Right.
And we said to him, are you aware that your collection is in jeopardy? And he said, you guys better not be kidding me about this. And he hung up and he called the governor of California, whoever it was, and came back to us and said, you're absolutely right.
Wow.
So what do you need from me? And we said, we need an interview with you, Bob. We need an interview with you, Bob said,
right,
to talk about issues that the government is, coming after our cars, our classic cars.
Right.
For paint, tires, emissions, you name it, everything. And that set the tone for Bob and I as well, not just with celebrities, but we started out as a voice to the hot rodders, we called it, to say to these guys, look, you need to get out of your backyard shade tree, mechanic people, and start grouping together and defending what we're doing.
Right.
And so that started that trend. So Bob and I evolved over the 15 years into, I think, some really awesome stuff. And we got involved with some heavy hitting stuff. And we did a lot of things we got involved with. It transformed from reading those car show flyers to doing celebrities, to doing government issues that were affecting us. And we had a ball. I mean, and we made some really good friends like you, Johnny, Ian, and a bunch of people. And people were so kind to us. But I will say this too. We talk about Captain Bob and Arlo, but it really was a whole bunch of people behind us. And then that was my wife, Pug, and Bob's wife, Lynn. But we had three main people that volunteered their time. And that was Richie, the photographer. Richie, the photographer, he still is documenting car shows to this day. He would turn to me and give me 70 to 80,000 pictures of cars a year.
Wow.
So our website, and what we did also was we put those up for people to see that couldn't make it. His wife, Chrissy, was there. And then we met Hot Rod Beth. And Hot Rod Beth did a lot of cruises, and she's phenomenal. She's still, all three of them are super active in the community.
That's awesome.
And they're out there helping people promote. They're the conduit now. And as Bob and I retired the show. So that's kind of the whole gist of what we did.
That's awesome because Itty B and I talk about it all the time on Sketchy Live about how do we continue the hobby itself and keep it thriving in the ways. And, you know, we've talked about the ups, the downs, the differences in, you know, older hot rodders versus younger hot rodders, and even people that are outlying who are still in the automotive hobby, to where, you know, how do we collectively, you know, join all these forces together? Because as you just stated, if we don't all work together, it's gonna go. There are giant forces against us that want to shut it all down because they see us as a nuisance and all the other things, you know, that come along with what we do. When the reality is, the people that take care of these specific cars and classics and different things like that probably have have such a stake in the game as far as when it comes to environmental and things like that, to where they really think about those things as well, even though they don't get any credit for any of that stuff.
Correct.
They're not just people that are like, oh, let's just do burnouts and burn fuel. It's not, you know, we're not.
Well, you know, we had situations here in the Midwest where state troopers would sit outside a car show. And if you pulled out, and each state trooper read the rules their own way.
Right.
They've got their job to do. We never, and Bob and I never went after them. We just made it very clear to people, don't mess around. I mean, because they're doing their job.
Sure.
But they would pull people over and say, you can't be doing this, can't be doing that. You know, things have changed too in the 15 years. And I want to give credit to Bob and I, because it used to be that a car show only was so many years, you know, up to a certain year, that's all can get in, kind of thing. We did away with that. We also brought into light the Young Gun Award. That was something very passionate with Captain Bob. And we would bring in trophies everywhere we went, and we would pick a young gun. And the car did not have to be perfect. It had to be with heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we capped it off, I believe, at 25 or 27-year-old and younger. And that was a trend that we tried to do to build up. But now I go down to my local drag strip, not that far from here, and they got drifting, the young kids with the tuner rides and all stuff. I support them because they're the new hot rod. I mean, they're doing engine mods, body mods, suspension mods. They're doing all this really cool stuff, and they are shredding tires. They're in horsepower like nobody's business. They are the new hot rodders, so I support them as well. So Bob and I did a lot of that trying to transform the communities to get together, but not only that, but to accept everyone. We're all in this together.
And it's and that's sometimes, depending upon the area and where things are, sometimes it's a little tricky, but in other areas it's they're like, yeah, of course, as long, you know, we're all cut from the same fabric, which is we love this automobile. You know, regardless of the style or whatever it is, we have this shared passion for it. So it's pretty amazing. Hey, not to cut you off, Arlo, but we want to make sure we get to those folks that are online, because again, part of Sketchy Live, our most big thing that we do is this our people interaction. So Eddie B, who is on the broadcast tonight?
Yes, I'm going to run through a list,
and then we'll get back to talking to Arlo.
We've got.
I'm going to go back to drawing then.
Yeah, do that real quick.
Go ahead.
Take a break.
We've got Paul Marziani joining us.
What's up, Paul Marziani?
So we've got Sam Metro.
Hey, Sam.
Welcome, Sam. Lizzie Daughtry. Hello, my two favorite peeps of the week. Happy Labor Day to all. Yep.
Yes.
Howard Pierpont, 79 and partly cloudy in Mineola, Texas tonight.
Where in the world is Howard Pierpont?
We've got Cameron McNulty joining us, whose birthday is today.
Happy birthday, me too.
We've talked to her like 5 times today.
Happy birthday, me too.
We've got Diane Kinnery joining us.
What's up, Diane and the Kinnerys?
Rob Earl. Hey there, Eddie B and Johnny. I'm back, baby. And cool to be able to watch today's episode. Tuning in live.
We have a great guest. Look at already what you've heard. Come on, first segment.
Yeah,
that's pretty amazing already. Hang in.
He's tuning in live and direct from the Hunter Valley, east coast of Australia.
What's up, Hunter Valley? Stay warm.
Lizzie hit 500 subscribers on her channel today.
Congrats.
Very exciting. Very cool. Robert Spear joining us. Welcome.
What's up, Robert?
We've got, Howard Pierpont said, I've got that hat. Yep, he does.
You are.
Sam Metro said he's tuning in from Claremont, Florida.
What's up, Sam?
We have Jeff DeGrandis joining us. Welcome, sir.
Whoa. Read that name again.
DeGrandis.
You don't understand who that is.
No, I don't.
That's a legend right there.
Oh.
That's a Rat Fink legend right there.
Really?
I cannot believe this gentleman is on Sketchy Live right now.
Did I say his name right?
I think so.
Okay.
I've never personally met him. I've been jonesing. Arlo, are you with me on? Do you know Jeff?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, you've probably seen his art. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm sure I have. I'm horrible with names and
every time I see his art, I'm like, I just want to watch him draw. This guy is amazing. So if you get an opportunity, please, if you've never seen or heard, are you living under a rock? Do you call yourself a hot rod?
My apologies to him.
It's all good.
He's never heard of me. He never heard of me either. So.
Arlo, see, I was just trying to throw you on the spot, not put me on the spot. Collateral damage. Yeah. Hey, we are so grateful that you're here, man. And holy cow, would love to have you on Sketchy Live at some point. You're an amazing artist. I love what you do. You're in the art community. You're a hero for me. Keep doing what you're doing and inspiring. I love what you do. I got to show you his art. It's amazing.
Okay, great.
I think I've showed it to you before. I just love it.
Okay. So
don't wrap me up.
I'm wrapping you up because we got to get back to our guest tonight. We got the Evans joining us.
Listening. I want to see his art. Bring it up.
We've got the Evans joining us from Dunedin,
What's up,
Florida.
Evans and
Captain Bob Ternastic is on. So
hey, buddy.
He said, "Don't trust that guy." LOL.
Another great person I got to meet in person was Captain Bob. Such a great person.
Wesley Wilkerson joining us. Frank Pupello joining us. Welcome. Larry McCullum checking in from the Columbia River Gorge. Jeff said we can talk. Thank you. I'll come on.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Boom.
Holy cow.
All right.
You don't understand this guy. Holy cow.
Anyways,
Arlo.
back to our guest.
Yeah. What are you drawing?
What are you working on?
I don't know. I'm just sketching.
Live sketching on Sketchy Live? That's not approved.
No, I'm just horsing around, killing time. That's all.
We love it.
I bought a new large. I do digital now.
Jealous.
Yes.
I'm looking at your setup right there.
So I bought the X Pen 22 Gen series, and the reason I did that is not only because I like doing it digitally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I am, but this afforded me to do the book series, the book that I did for Stacy,
right?
Because it's a large screen. I'm able to see the whole spread of the book.
So he just mentioned the name.
Yes, he did.
Stacy who?
And
I didn't mean to name drop. I'm just explaining why I got this.
No, I know.
And also for tax purposes, I'm explaining it too. Just
same piece.
Let's see. So I bought this to be more productive.
Business.
IRS, are you listening?
Yes. File form 742-4932 in the business program.
So you ended your radio show. And then what was the next endeavor for you?
I also retired teaching too. I was an instructor at a technical college for over 20 some years, and I taught everything from animation to website design, content strategies for the web to video, primarily video and audio. I did that as well. In fact, Captain Bob and I, the radio show, helped me a great deal with my teaching with the audio side of things.
Sure.
I wanted to be that instructor when you walk in, I actually do the business.
Right.
Just not from a textbook or a tutorial that we found out. So I always try to do that. So I retired immediately from that, and I put the brakes on everything. And I went right into cartooning.
Nice.
That's what I've been doing since 2022.
So would you consider yourself a cartoonist or a hot rod artist?
A cartoonist.
Okay.
Yeah. I tell everyone, you look like a cartoon waiting to be drawn.
Okay.
And I'm all commission work. I don't do any products to put on the shelf or anything like that. I set out to be a cartoonist, and that's what I love being that. My strength is in the automotive art world.
Gotcha.
Caricatures. So what I do now is you have a car and you are you, and I put the two of you together, and basically kind of the Ed Roth style. What I had my own style, but I picked it up from the Ed Roth, Ed Newton.
A lot of people have. Yep.
The Ed Newton of the day, and all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of local stuff that I do. and I'm just having fun. I'm up here in my studio, giggling all day long. Oh, hey, you guys.
Wow.
There's
we go.
I'm gonna pull up a couple of some
Okay.
pieces that you
Thank
sent
you.
me,
That is
and this is
cool.
the kind of stuff that you do.
How fun.
Yeah.
I love the people I meet. But a lot of my stuff is over the internet, even though it's local.
Yeah.
You know, and everything that I do, there's a little what we call an Easter egg in it. It's something personal to my client,
Okay.
that they will get, no one else will get. I bury things in there. This one's kind of weird because it's got a frog, that he's got a frog spitting out of the back, and that was actually Captain Bob's listening. That frog was painted on that car by Butch Parenza, which Captain Bob's going to be having in town here. He's that famous painter, phenomenal guy. But anyways, yeah. So I do commission work now, and that's all I've been doing.
Very cool.
Let's pull up one that kind of is a pretty big deal as far as did it come out?
No, we didn't get it. There
Here it comes.
Okay, Stacy
This
Davis.
this is a pretty big commission guy.
Yeah,
or a pretty big to be able to do, because I love doing this kind of stuff too, where you're like, hey, this guy's. So I'm curious how this went about. Was it one of those things where you're like, Stacey David's really cool, and I really love the things that he builds. I think I'm going to do a mashup for him, or was it he contacted you?
Both, because Captain Bob and I interviewed him many times. In fact, for our 5-year anniversary of our radio show, Bob and I brought him up here from Tennessee up here for our 5-year anniversary, and he was phenomenal. He was wonderful. We got to know him then, and then through the years at SEMA and stuff, we interviewed him. We've seen him around at different car shows. He was just up at Iola this past summer. What it was is about 2 years ago, I put a thing in my Facebook I did a cartoon of a turkey in a baster driving it out of the oven for Thanksgiving. And he saw that, and he contacted me, and he said, I had no idea that you do cartoons. And I said, nobody did. I said, I was busy doing other. Well, I should say, I did some posters every year. I did a poster commemorating some crazy thing that happened to Bob and I every year. So it was everything from the hotel, from hell, to the COVID series, which I think I gave you as well, a COVID poster. So we did that. But Stacy said to me, he goes, I didn't know you did cartoons. And he goes, tell me a little bit about it. So we talked on the phone quite a while. And he's a phenomenal guy, and he's just easy to work with. And I was surprised. Next thing I know, I get this message that says he wants to work with me, and he calls me and he said, what can we do together? Well, I've always had this idea of going back to play cards or baseball card type things.
Yeah.
Trading cards. And I said to him, what I'd really want to do is find a client that will want to do trading cards. Yeah, there's the COVID. Tales from the Road is Captain Bob and I. And that was
that's funny.
The COVID blob. And if you remember the old movie Blob and Steve McQueen, that was COVID days. And that is Fauci in the lower left-hand corner.
That is great.
That's Bob and I.
So good. Love it.
The adventures of Captain Bob in Arlo was really true. I mean, we did some really fun stuff, but we also got in trouble a few times. But anyway,
it would be fun if you didn't.
Stacy liked the idea of the trading cards, and he said, well, how about you start drawing my builds? And so I said, sure, I can start doing that. So he sent me about 15 of his builds.
Wow.
And did 5 right away. And then he not only did the cards, I don't know if you can see this.
Yes.
But he surprised me. He put the cards, they're inside coffee. And so I came up with this little design here, Gears Coffee Cars. And
I love it.
Is a pouch, and in the pouch is a photograph of his whatever the truck is, whatever the car is.
No kidding.
And alongside of it is a sticker that Arlo DIllman did that's in here as well.
That's
and
cool,
man. You never know what you're going to get, just like back in the day, right?
Yeah.
So this is series 1. And now he's moving these stickers out into an actual trading card collection. So series 2 is done. Series 3, we're penciling those now. And Stacy is just phenomenal to, as far as, and you can appreciate this, I think. Johnny, is that when you have a client and they're not always clear on what they want, and so you have trouble. Yeah, right. You're laughing, but you have trouble trying to figure out what they want to do. Not with Stacy. He's very, very clear. He speaks to you and writes to you just like in his TV show.
Right.
And so I love working with him. So now that's branched out into. He announced on a podcast about a week or so ago that, and him and I talked briefly at Iola, that I'm going to be doing What Are You Working On? Now, at the very end, he does What Are You Working On? And he gives away little things, right? He gives away, in fact, he gave away the coffee for a while there. And he said, I would like, Arlo is going to do a cartoon of What Are You Working On?
That
so,
is
and it's caught me by surprise because him and I talked briefly in amongst all his appearances and stuff. And he said, you know, and in the podcast, he goes, Arlo, you're on the hook now because I just publicly put it out there. Then not only that, but Stacy, him and I, if you can see this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull the big picture of it here. Give me one.
This is I'm telling you, I'm so proud of this one too, because Stacy writes books. There it is.
Yeah.
Stacy books. And they had one book published and an artist. He said to me, I really like your style. In fact, Stacy had me do his Christmas card one year.
That's too cool.
And so this is called Iggy and the Stickman, as you can see on the screen there. And Stacy gave me a typed document, no breaks in it, nothing, no description of what the character is going to be or anything like that. And he said to me, he said, do it. And I said, no. I did. I said, no, I don't know how to do a children's book.
Right.
And before we went on the air, I told you both, this is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Now, I had done activity books for a client.
Those are cool.
This is he wanted a coloring book, but everyone does coloring books. So I did activity book.
Oh, wow.
He hands these out at the drag strip.
Okay.
And so there's maze, like here's the oil maze.
Cool idea.
The oil
That's
maze.
cool.
In fact, Johnny, you'll appreciate this, and maybe some of your viewers. Do you remember in the back of the Mad magazine, there was a page that you folded in and it became another image?
Yep.
That's what this is.
No
I'm not going to
kidding.
fold it for you. I'm not going to fold it for you. But and I even gave homage to that guy, Al Jeffrey in Mad magazine.
Yep.
Okay. I thought I got to do one of these.
Yeah.
So this is an activities book volume number 1.
That's too
number
cool.
2. But like, what is it? You got to match up the kids.
Yeah. That's great.
Oh my
This
gosh.
came about with having breakfast or whatever with my grandkids. You know, you go to a restaurant, they give you that activity sheet.
Yeah.
So I said to Greg, I said, you know, coloring schmuck, you know, I mean, come on. This is kind of different. So he trusted me on that. But back to this, I said no. And he said, you can do it. And about September of last year, I said to him, all right, I'll try it. I had to come up with the character look and feel of the characters. I had to break the text down into scenes, or what I call spreads.
Right.
Look at them.
Because I taught video, it dawned on me about December that children's book is a video.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These are the different scenes, you know, we go to in a video.
Yep.
Once I wrapped my bald head around that,
Your brain clicked in.
It worked. And so I was able to break the script up. I call it a script now, but it was just basically words. I would break it up, and then I drew a bunch of sketches. And then I did a treatment page for each of the characters, how they're going to show their expression, the color palette.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
There's multiple characters in here.
I already saw just in that one page. There's at least 4 or 5. Yeah.
So I had to come up with a treatment for each of the characters.
Shoot.
By the way, I just got this last week, and it'll be available on Amazon and all the bookstores and stuff soon.
Yeah, that was my next question. Where is it going to be available, and when can people
available everywhere soon? Yeah. And
what's the age group it's for?
Well, that's a good question. I kept asking Stacy that, and he doesn't care. So
because that's such a classic.
I love it.
Hot rod guy, because we're all like 7 years old. We're 7 to 12 most days.
I would say 7 to 12, somewhere in there. Now he does have another book he wants me to do. I don't know if you're gonna recognize guys.
Yeah, Beatles.
The Beatles. There they are.
That's great.
Yeah,
because he's a big musician guy too, right?
Oh yeah, Stacy. Yes.
Yeah.
He's actually a member of the Grand Ole Opry.
Wow.
Played with all the greats.
I didn't know that. I know, like I said, I knew he was a very big musician person. Like every time you see a show, he's always got musical equipment and stuff around, his guitars and stuff.
Donnie, you appreciate this. The guitars, every car that he builds, he has a custom guitar built in the same shape, the shape and the color scheme of that car. And these things are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Stacy has played. Now, Stacy wants to send this off to the Beatles because what this book is about you believing that you can be more than what you think you are. That's the premise of it. And the voice in this book, there's a stick. He's a big log stick laying on the ground. He gets picked up. He believes that's all he's ever going to be. But he's always wanted to fly. He's always wanted to do other things like the other animals, but he couldn't.
Right.
So the stick man is a character that picks him up, and he starts turning him into the neck of a guitar. And that guitar belongs to George Harrison.
Wow.
It's the 12-string from the mid 60s.
Okay.
This is so I had to do a lot of research on what that was.
Yeah, man.
But at the end, let me, if you bear with me. At the end, Iggy is flying. He's in the world.
Yeah, man.
He got to fly.
And at the very end, and now you guys are probably too young, but the very end here is this frog who says he wants to be an opera singer. You're too young. Warner Brothers had a character. He was a frog.
Hello, my mother. Hello, my father.
Yeah. Until
hello, my ragtime gal.
There he is, right here.
That's so
awesome.
Cute.
Yeah, and whenever he got in front of an audience, he'd stop. Remember that? He just got okay.
Yep.
So when I did that, Stacy said, "Oh my God, that's the doggone frog from the WB," and I said, "It is." Now the frog has been throughout the whole show, but not in this role. But so that's what this is. Now I'll tell you what a nice guy Stacy is.
Carrying the Easter eggs through just like his regular art. Yep.
Yes, all the way through here. In fact, at Iola, I have to tell you, I know I'm taking up your time, but
this is
your hour.
Stacy brought this, and the first time him and I have been face to face with this, and he said, "Arlo, I don't think I've found all your Easter eggs in here." He said, "So let's go through it together." And I said, "I have one wish. I want to watch you as you go through the book. I want to see your expressions because I put things in here. I want to see if you found them." And so him and I were two little kids. He's going through, I found this one, I found that one, and he found that's John Lennon. But he didn't find that's Paul McCartney.
Okay.
So the Beatles. I know you can't tell it, but see, all you can tell is the glasses of John Lennon.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So, and this is Shea Stadium down here.
Okay. Yeah.
Time.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole thing is.
Were there a million miles away from the audience?
Yeah. Right. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's what Stacy's such a nice guy. How many children's books? How many books do you know the artist gets their own bio in the book?
No.
I did.
Regular.
Look
that's
at
awesome.
that.
Stacy insisted that I put a bio next to his.
That's awesome.
That is really cool.
There's mine. And I said, "Really?" And he goes, "Dude," he goes, "You're the one that made this. You're the one that put it together. I wrote it." He said, "But you made it possible. Why would I not put you in there?" And that's so now we're working on another book.
That's awesome.
The pictures really live for the kids. I mean, I have 3 kids and I would read to them. They didn't care what I was saying. They just wanted to see the pictures. And, I mean, that's great. And it's really such good work. That is so cute.
It's this. And so I would say July, I think, is when it went to print. And I just got these the other day. What Stacy brought up to Iola was a working book. That him and I went through. I was not expecting that, but yeah. And by the way, the interesting thing about this book is you never see the stickman. You never will see a picture of the stickman. You see his hands.
Right.
And now I'm going to say something that might set some people off, but Stacy's a very religious person, guy, and this is reminiscent of the hand of God.
Oh, I love
That
it.
we see him, but the whole premise of this is that this stick can be much more if he believes.
Yeah,
what he can do,
dude.
and allow yourself to transform. So
yeah.
There. Now I'm off my pulpit there.
No, that's awesome. Oh my God. So I have so many comments and so many things I want to add to what you just shared, because it was amazing. Holy cow. Itty B, let's catch up real quick. And then I really want to, because I have this connection you and I have just now experienced together in a same but different way.
Okay. We've got D&D Rod Shop, Ed Gross, good friend of Arlo and co-founder of a nonprofit watchdog of the Wisconsin legislators.
Oh, nice.
He's joining us.
He's
welcome.
The government stuff we were talking about, him and Bob. Bob. Yeah, they picked up the man. They're doing a great job to protect.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for what you're doing.
Yeah,
for the culture.
Ed and Bob are good people.
We've got Shaggy LeBlanc joining us.
Our ride or die brother.
We've got Art Smith joining us. Hello, people. Just tuning in.
Art, another amazing dude.
Jeff said looks great, looks fantastic, really cool. So he's digging your artwork, Arlo.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Hubcap Dylan joining us. Good evening, Sketchy Duo and
What's
Arlo.
Up, Hubcap Dylan?
Dennis Goff. Hey everyone, I'm finally here.
Hi, Dennis.
We're glad you're here.
He's a buddy. He's a buddy.
Dave Bjorge. Maybe the B is silent.
Yeah.
This is a classic Itty B. Let's butcher a name.
Hi, Dave.
Brand new person. Dave, you've just become part of an amazing cast of thousands.
This is what I do, Dave.
You butcher names. Itty B butchers names.
Jeff also said Chuck Jones, Michigan J. Frog.
Right? Hello, my honey.
Okay.
Jeff knows.
And we are caught up. So what were you going to share?
What I was going to share is I can only imagine. So Stacey David, I mean, he's a trailblazer when it comes to the automotive culture and like automotive TV.
Yeah.
So I was sharing with Itty B, Gears is one of those shows that's been around for a long, long time, way before all the crazy build shows. Yeah. And Stacey David has always been that guy that kind of would walk you through if you were a novice, you were new to the culture, new to building, and he would just make you feel like, this is possible in my own garage.
Right.
And if you could see the intent in the way he would deliver and the way he would share things, that was like that was his point every episode. And then as the show progressed, as you stated, then it became, he was not only talking about his builds, then he started bringing in, hey, what are you building? And then made that a part of the show. So it was this really cool, and Gears hasn't changed. He has stayed true to the secret sauce that he had from the very beginning, it seems, and only built upon it. So Arlo, all I can imagine is knowing that as an automotive guy yourself and coming from what you did, but it still had to be amazing that Stacey David, who you've met through interviews and stuff like that, that's still a different relationship than the relationship that happened to you, which is, hey man, I dig what you do, these artistic things that you're doing, which is that's not your main wheelhouse of things that you've done in your whole life, but these are things that you endeavored to do. Yeah. And this guy goes, I believe in what you can do. You're my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the same exact feeling I had when Ian gave me the call. Like I was a fan of his and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, holy cow. So the time that you opened, I can only imagine that first time you get that first book of your artwork turned into a children's book where you went, holy cow, I just did this.
Yeah.
It was the same feeling when on the first time I sat inside a car that was in my brain and I'm sitting in it and it's, running, like you were saying, it's a rare thing.
Absolutely.
It blows your mind. And all you can think is the guy that got you there, how you're like, I can never, how am I ever going to repay
for the opportunity
that this person has given me?
Donnie, you're absolutely correct. I am.
And people think, oh no, you're gonna jump on the coattails, or you're known as a, because a lot of people know me because of Ian, and I know that, and I know all the following, and it's great. And I've built this other side too. Yeah. I will never ever in my career, as it progressively gets bigger, ever forget the moment of the phone call I got, which is, "Hey man, I don't know if you know who I am. I'm Ian Russell and I build cars." And I was like, "What are you talking about? I don't know who you are."
Yeah.
So I can only imagine probably that similar feeling that you had.
Yes. And yes, to all of that, Jim, to all of that. And you know, with all that being said, my greatest joy is doing the local art, doing the guys down the street, the guys at car shows. I'm having great fun there as well. You know, I'm doing in El Camino right now. I have not talked to this person in several years, and they reached out and they have an El Camino. I do a lot of commission work for spouses that are presents. They're done, and you know, I can't show them. I've done a lot of work. I can't show them on Facebook until they're given as a gift.
And it bums you. Doesn't it bum you out? Sometimes you're like, "Oh my God, can't wait to see what happened. Did they like it?"
Well, I do finally get to see that. I mean, when they do present it to them, I get wonderful emails. I get wonderful comments.
That's
and then I get the person who got the gift. They reach out to me. And again, I am so blessed that way because I do get to hear the reactions of people and stuff like that. You know, and like I said, there's Stacy David. I've done things for the Ring Brothers. And again, that was a present. Nancy wanted something for her husband, Mike, and wanted the two brothers and about a year or so ago. And so I did that. And when you get a phone call from Mike or Jim, both of them, saying this is phenomenal, and they made a glass pane out of this. You know, Johnny, you can also do. You saw your cartoon being built, you know, 3-dimensional. You can get in it. But we also, I know that you've seen your art on shirts, and people are walking around with it.
Yeah,
they're like this hat. But but your art, when you see it on a shirt, somebody's walking through a car show. That is so cool. It's just it becomes real at that point. So when they sent me a picture that they made my cartoon on glass in one of their studios, I'm like, holy cow! I never thought it would go that far.
Right.
That's neat.
But it's the local guys. I mean, it's the
Are you going to car shows? Are you just staying in Wisconsin, or are you traveling around? And
I'm just staying nearby.
Okay.
Now I've got my 1941 Ford.
Nice.
That it's getting pretty beat up, but everyone knows it. And I don't know if you have pictures of that, but you've probably seen the inside of my interior. Is also a cartoon.
Oh
yeah, for sure. At first I was like, is that the inside of Gravedigger?
So on the outside you can see there's me, and it's just you know, satin black. Back in the day, in 2005 I built it. I didn't build it, but I had somebody build it for me. But I built the interior. The dash is all skulls and teeth. There it is.
Oh wow.
And it holds my gauges in. I have a spinal column up on the top inside.
Cool. Yep.
The door has got coffin material on it. I have tiki gods in it. I even have me sculpted in there. And it's been in there since 2006, I believe.
Wow.
So no matter where I take it, it's just a lot of fun. The kids love it.
Oh, I bet.
But it's kind of fun because they'll walk past the satin black, shaved everything, chopped, you know, the kind of thing. And they look inside and they go, wait, what happened here?
This doesn't match up.
From the outside, it looks like it'd be like a Salt Flats racer or something like that.
Well, that's the Bonneville hot cuts I got on there.
Yeah.
And that was just because it was cheap and I didn't.
Right. Listen, hey.
And that was before satin was popular. That's all I could afford for paint.
Right.
But what that is, the dash is, there's no color paint on it. That's all Sculpey clay.
Oh, no kidding.
Wow.
It comes in little squares, and I would go to Lobby or Michael's with a shopping cart when it was on sale, and I just loaded up. And I would sculpt this during the wintertime, and you got to bake it in the oven. And once you bake it in the oven, it's hard. And I just liquid nailed it over the old dash. Wow. And the spinal column is dryer duct that I coated. I built up the polymer clay over it and made it look like, you know, vertebrae. And then I liquid glue that up there as well.
So again, Arlo, I'm gonna say, I think you're doing yourself. This is Johnny's opinion, so take it for what you want.
What?
You're pigeonholing yourself by saying you're just a cartoon artist. You are you're far larger than that. You're an illustrator.
A lot going on.
You're a sculptor. You've got all these. You're an artist, and that's the thing.
Wow.
That's the thing. For myself, throwing this out there, like I've endeavored to not pigeon to where I'm like, I'll do it all. Don't tell me I can't, because I'm gonna go do it. And it feels like you're very much that same cut from that same cloth, which is, you know what? I like to draw, and my big passions are I love to do cartoons, and I love to do these illustrations and different stuff like that. But holy cow, for you to be sculpting things and then building 3-dimensional things inside your car, that is not just a cartoon.
Bigger than that, man. Thank you for all of that. It's not. I'm not worthy.
But certainly worthy, sir.
I had the honor. Every year I help support just by hanging out and helping them out with the pinstriping legends over here. World of Wheel every year. They raise funds for the Children's Hospital, and they've raised over $1 million in the past 20 years. Selling their art, and the artists are right there doing their things. And they asked me to bring something. Well, I can't do that kind of work. So on a whim, I built a sculpture.
I have a picture of it. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to bring it up.
Okay. And
it was really cool.
It's called Leadfoot. And here it is. It's about a foot tall. And
this is what you're talking about, right? That guy there.
Yep. I thought I made that. It's all polymer clay, by the way. And I took it there. I brought it on the table because I thought I'm not worthy of all this art. These people, by the way, they come from all over the world, and they on their own dime. And I bring this thing and I set it on a table, and I cried because when it went to auction, it was over 4K.
Arlo, it's an amazing piece.
I was blown away.
I hold on. Yeah, it raised. It's a very doing
$4,200. It went for
doing that kind of sculpting.
When it got to, I was gonna, Johnny, I was ADB. I was going to bid 500. I was going to buy it back. I didn't think anybody wanted it. I thought, well, I'll give it to charity. I'll give 500. Next thing I know, it just keeps rising. And there's video out of me on my knees because I'm crying because it's just amazing. I'm so blessed to have so many things I can do. But Johnny, I'm just going to say this now before it gets too late.
Okay.
Like you, I have somebody alongside of me. Like you have Eddie B.
I do.
I have Pug. And Pug has been with me. We've been married 50 years.
Wow.
So all my creative endeavors, I could have not done it without her because she puts up with my silliness. She puts up with all my idiosyncrasies and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure, Eddie, you can relate to that.
Yes.
Well, we just had a moment of it today.
Well, bless you both because I could not have the freedom or the ability to create if it wasn't for Pug to sit there and go, you know what, just you've got to do it. She believes in me and do it. In fact, I would have not done that sculpture if it wasn't for her, because she kept saying, would you please just sculpt something and take it? That morning of the auction, I wasn't going to take it.
Oh my goodness,
she said,
man.
You built it. It's sitting here. Take it with you. And
cool.
I said, it's not worthy. I don't want to take it. If it wasn't for her, I would have never taken it over. And then I made a t-shirt of it. Let me just grab this here. And I also, the person who did the bidding, I made him a shirt.
Oh, I love it. No way.
Yeah. This is but I know this could be controversial, but my characters are called the deplorables.
That's cool.
Because the Finks are already done.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of the terminologies.
Oh my gosh, it's so hard, right?
To come up with something. I like being a deplorable.
Yeah.
So this is the Leadfoot.
Oh my God, I love it.
So I thought he paid all this money for that sculpture. He deserves something more than that. So I gave him a down and dirty t-shirt. So that's what that is. A lot of fun.
Holy cow, Arlo! It's amazing work, and
no,
I'm blown away, man. I knew you. Like I said, I met you at SEMA
when I was just.
I knew you was when you were a knee high to a grasshopper. you know, and then getting to talk to you, you know, through interviews and stuff like that, and a little bit of chat here and there, you know, through text and stuff like that, because you were so kind to me after doing interviews with you and Captain Bob. And I had all I can do is thank you both for the opportunities to do your show. I came home and I was like, I can't even believe I got this opportunity, because it was so much fun, and I couldn't believe anybody wanted to hear my baloney stories.
Oh, no. Bob and I both respected you.
But the fact that you you were so kind to me, and the kindness that you showed, and then just getting to know you, and then all of a sudden, like, this artwork started showing up, and I was like, holy cow, look at this stuff that's coming out. Like, was this going on? Yeah. Was this going on the whole time? And apparently I'm so wrapped up in my own garbage, I didn't even know.
Well, you know, and I go all the way back to my parents owned and ran a service station, not a gas station. My dad would scold me. Service station. My mom pumped gas, changed oil, all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
And they, I would draw. I had flares. We didn't have Sharpies back in the day. We had flare, and I would draw. And Johnny, when I see you doing the cardboard stuff, I smile, because that's all we could afford was the oil box. I'd cut them up and I would draw. And my parents would put the artwork in their window, you know. And if I look back on those days, it's really junky stuff. But they believed in me. First off, I'm going to tell this story.
Do it.
So my brothers are mechanics. My mom was a mechanic. My dad's a mechanic. I'm the first son to come up in the business, you know, the service station business, right? And I'm with them about 2 years, and I get to be 18. And my parents called me in the office, and they said, son, you're going to art school. And I said, I don't like school. I hate school. I don't want to do any of that. And they said, you have to. And I said, but I want to hang out with you and mom. I want to hang out here and someday take over the station. And I'm not lying. My dad said to me, son, you're the worst mechanic we've ever seen. You don't know anything. You can't even hold a tire gauge.
Oh my God. I can only imagine your heart was like, oh my God, I'm failing.
I cried. I mean, and my dad was a tough guy. And my mom puts her hand on my shoulder. I remember this day, she goes, son, listen to your dad. And I said, you can't afford college. And they said, you know what they said? It'd be cheaper to send you to college than paying for all the crap that you break here.
Oh, wow.
Boy.
You screwed up more. And it broke my heart. But they were right. They were right. They were right. And so through the years, I would always tell them my adventures, what I'm doing, and they were proud of me for that. They were right. And to this day, I still can't check the air in my tire.
Yeah, we can tell by your sick ass hot rod how you don't know anything about it.
No, I'm serious. I will go out there and I'll come back and Pug will say, how did you get this big gash in your hand? And I'd go, all I did was check the air in the tires.
Yeah.
I had to take those big things off, you know, the wheel covers, and it caught me in the wrong spot and it cut the heck out of me. So
that guy right there looks like a guy that does not know anything about what he's doing, right?
No.
Right,
no. I don't think so.
I have so many friends that know that I can't do anything. And like, for instance, last Saturday I overheated. Pulling into a car show, got to 260. I've never had it that high before. And it's blowing steam out everywhere. I mean, the guys come on and go, Arlo, we don't go near the car. We know you don't know what you're talking about. We know you don't know what you're going to be doing. You know, for years, Bob was my crew chief.
Oh, nice.
Radio. Oh, yeah. He had to be that poor guy. I mean, I couldn't be able to take the car out if he didn't fix it. So everyone knows I'm very honest about it. But I can sculpt. I used to be a medical illustrator, so I could airbrush.
Holy
I used to
cow,
do all
man.
that stuff. But you put a tire gauge in my hand or a screwdriver, I'm done. I will lacerate myself. I will poke my eye out. You know, whatever.
Oh,
it's weird. So yeah.
Well, you found your purpose and your calling, man. So keep doing what you're doing. Are you going to do what I think is going to happen?
Yes.
Arlo DIllman, are you really? Are you ready?
What?
Are you ready?
Listen, Arlo DIllman.
Yeah.
You don't know what's about to happen.
Okay.
Not that big of a deal.
In the amazing world of Sketchy Live, this only happens to many, many artists and many guests.
Every guest so far.
Hold on. Itty B. Arlo DIllman. You're about to be a part of
What?
EDB shakedown.
Shakedown.
How many
What
questions?
is that? What
There's
is
only
that?
10 questions.
10 questions.
10
And EDB's Arlo
Random, weird.
shakedown
questions.
questions. This has taken down so many guests
Okay. All right.
where they
It's
they
not.
clicked off. They were like, I quit. I
No.
give up.
It's
Wow.
Yeah, so
It's
be
easy.
ready.
Wait a minute,
Arlo.
my audio just cut out. I can't
Yeah.
hear you.
Arlo.
I can't hear you.
Are you ready
Some
for
of
the
these-
shakedown?
Some of these are going to be easy. Some of them are going to be a little thought provoking. Some of them are just silly. But we've done
Okay.
this with every guest we've had, and I
Okay.
have not changed the questions at all. So
Okay.
these are the same questions. So number one.
Hold on. Question number
I
one.
like the voice.
Yeah.
I am Batman.
The movie Die Hard,
Yeah.
Christmas movie or not a Christmas movie?
Oh.
You've already got him. Look at him. He's sweating.
He's struggling.
Am I
He's
on a
struggling.
timer? Am I on a timer? No, it's not a Christmas movie. It's just set in Christmas.
Really?
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Controversial.
Okay. It is
already.
a controversial answer.
Yeah, well, it's set during Christmas time, but
It is.
So
it's not-
action film.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I agree. Go ahead.
Number
Yippee.
two.
Number two.
And sometimes this is different depending on where you live, but
Okay.
number two.
All right.
Favorite season?
Oh, fall.
Yes, me too. I love it.
The correct answer is
Oh.
paprika.
Well, spring is a good second because we get the cars out up here. This
Yes.
is where we're pulling things out of storage, that kind of thing. But I really like fall. I
I
don't
do
like
too.
short days, but I like fall.
Yeah, the
I'll take it
Christmas.
riding in the 41 down the road with the leaves blowing, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And, it's just so much fun.
Yes, I agree.
Did you hear the correct answer? The
What?
correct answer is
What?
paprika.
Is what?
Paprika.
Paprika?
He's being silly.
What was the question?
Favorite season?
What seasoning?
Paprika.
Not
What
seasoning.
Oh.
Seasoning.
Just season. Okay. Number three.
Question 3.
Are you an early riser or a night owl?
No, early riser. I'm up at anywhere from 3
What?
to I'd say 2:30, somewhere in there.
Are you a farmer?
I will crash about 8 o'clock for maybe 20 minutes.
Oh man, we've had him
I'll
up
go
way too
kind of
long.
test to that. Now, Pug's a night person. I'm a morning person.
So-
Same. We're kind of this opposites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only sleep a few hours, and I'll be very honest with you. I go to bed with a creative problem, and at 3 o'clock it seems like I've got the solution, and so I will write it down. I have to get up, and I can't because I'm not going to remember it. So part of the reason I'm an early riser is I get up and I will write it down on a piece of paper on the kitchen table, or I will come up to my set here and I will sketch it out just to see if it's going to work. So I'm an early riser.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. In fact,
Good on
I'm
you.
late for my bedtime.
I was just gonna say.
Now this next question, I don't think I've had anyone answer this any other way than how you're
Oh,
probably
boy.
going to answer this, but
All right.
manual or automatic?
Wait, what question is this?
Number 4.
Question 4.
Manual or automatic? Manual?
Manual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how everybody. I don't even know why this is a question. I already know the answer.
Who even wrote these questions?
It was me
Oh, okay.
initially.
No, I think it's a good manual. I mean, I like
Okay.
I like to work it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be asleep if I didn't have a manual.
For real.
Of course, my 41 is an automatic. But anyways,
How is it?
Whoops.
oops.
But you
Yeah.
would prefer to have the
Right.
Oh, yeah, I would. There's
Are you
nothing like being on a hill with your clutch in, just as you don't want to roll back and hit the car.
living
behind you.
on the edge.
The thrill of the rollback.
That's
right.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Number 5.
Question 5.
What was your favorite toy when you were about 7 years old?
7.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gotta be
Still young, but old
Well-
enough to know what's cool.
my bicycle.
Yes.
Cha-ching.
Good answer.
Yeah, I had a 16-inch when I was 6. I got a 16-inch, and I've used that forever. Rode everywhere in that thing, and that was my getaway car. That was my. No, it really was. I mean, it was how to get away from things, and
Yeah.
wind in my face kind of thing.
Yes.
It definitely is the gateway to, I think every hot rod dude had some sort of a bicycle
Cool bike,
thing or something that where it was like, it's get out and go. Yep.
Well, it's your first independence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's the first time, you just can really cruise. I mean, you can get out there and cruise. Yeah.
Freedom. It's freedom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Question 6.
Oh.
Wait. You didn't do it in the voice. You got to do it in the voice.
Question 6.
No.
Question
There you go.
6.
There you go.
Now, some people don't like to answer this one because this can also get controversial.
Paprika. Oh.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh.
Me personally or about other people?
Oh.
Well, it's your pet peeve about anything.
Oh.
What bugs you?
What bugs me? Boy, that's a good question. It changes with time. It really does.
Yeah.
It changes with time. So, back in the day, it was somebody cut me off, and then you get mad about that. It was my pet peeve. Or no turn signals. Why aren't you using? You paid $30,000 for the car. They didn't come with turn signals. Now, I don't know what it is. I think because I'm retired, I'm up here giggling all the time. I don't think I have a lot of pet peeves anymore. Pug might disagree with you if she was sitting right here now, because I'm sure she's heard me many a times, but not really.
Good. Well, that's the
Good
best answer we've ever heard. Yeah.
Well, my timeline, I'm running out of time, so I don't want to waste the energy. I don't.
Yes.
Arlo, what I know of you,
I love it.
You have forever. Go ahead.
What?
Everlasting, my friend.
Everlasting life.
What?
Question what?
Oh, this is 7.
Question 7.
Okay. Past or future?
This is the one I was thinking so vague.
It's not vague.
Do you prefer the past or the future?
Well, I'll tell you. I think I understand it.
Yeah.
I am forever a futurist. I'm a serial futurist. I have always been that way. I remember when the internet was just being talked about, and I saw the possibilities. I saw all this stuff coming. The applications for web applications. I worked on that for quite a while before it was really popular. I've always been a serial futurist, but in saying that, now that I'm this age, I do really like looking back at the past.
Of course.
And it wasn't all cream and sugar.
No.
There were a lot of times where Pug and I really had to figure these things out, but we made it through. So I sit there and I smile. But I'm a serial futurist, I would say.
I love that. I love that answer because it just shows flexibility and adaptability, and that's where we're headed. We aren't stopping time.
Well, as a teacher, when teaching creative people, and then when I had a creative department, I taught adaptability. You're right, Eddie B. That's exactly the good word, because in our business, in visual media or any kind of media, we have to be adaptable to the technology.
Yes.
We also have to be adaptable to consumer needs and what they're looking for, and maybe what they're not even sure what they're looking for. We have to be a consultant to help them through that. So adaptability is a good word.
Very cool. Good. All right, number 8.
My pet peeve is pets that peeve.
Number 8.
Number 8.
What is your what kind of music do you listen to? What's your favorite music to listen to?
Is that the question?
Favorite music?
I thought you restructured that.
Okay, you guys want to talk about this amongst yourself first?
No. Because
Eddie,
like your favorite genre, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I tell you what, Eddie, I listen to everything. In fact, I shocked my daughters and grandchildren and everybody, because I listen to alternative, I listen to bluegrass, I listen to whatever mood I'm in or whatever I'm looking to the future. I love finding obscure artists in any genre. I love finding, the Gino Vanellis back in the 70s, and finding, these groups. When Van Halen first came out, I thought there's something there. But yeah, I listen to everything. Probably I don't listen to is probably the better way to say it. I don't know. Polka? Being up here in Wisconsin and Milwaukee, it should be polka, but I don't.
Oh,
And I'll just say this, Edie, a sidebar to all this, and Pug's going to get mad at me for saying this. I was a wedding singer when I was a kid.
what?
From about the age of 15 to 16 to up to it was about just before I met Pug, I quit. I was Adam Sandler. So when you talk about music,
Funny.
we had the matching outfits.
Yeah.
If Gus is listening, he'll remember all that. We were a wedding band, and back in the 70s and that kind of thing. I mean, that's what you had. We were really bad, but that's all I did.
What was the name of your band?
Well, it started out to be IDEC, IDEC, which stood for I Don't Even Care. And then it went, and then near the end it was Games. Before that it was Wheel of Fire.
Nice.
But the longest time was I Don't Even Care. And then we ended up with Games.
That's funny.
But I was the guy out there, the father-daughter dance, and I'd have to get them together and talk about the wedding, all that kind of stuff. And we traveled for all over doing stuff like that.
That's so
I'm
fun.
very old. So we did top 40, and the only thing I wouldn't do,
Polka.
Creedence Clearwater. I would not do those songs.
Really?
Well, that voice, you can't do, John Fogerty.
Yeah.
You can't do that voice. And the guy from Guess Who, you just cannot do that voice. There's no way I'm even going to go near it. So the guy would tell me we're going to do a song, and they start playing Proud Mary. I'd walk off the stage. They would try to trick me into it, and I wouldn't do it. But I also claim my fame is I was in the Battle of the Bands, and I was in the two bands that were battling it out. I was in both bands.
Oh,
Go figure, right? How do you do
can't
that?
lose.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So in other words, the band that lost, they fired me immediately.
You're the reason we lost.
So music
Not the reason we won.
I love music. So anything and everything.
That's awesome. All right, we are almost done. We have two more. Number 9.
Question 9.
What is your most favorite memory?
Oh gosh, I have lots of them. When I saw Pug for the first time.
Aww.
I know, and I'm not just saying that. I tell everyone.
No, that's great.
When I saw Pug, that would be one of the many memories, but that would be the most. People have asked me what was the turning point in your life, and that would be it right there. And the fact that their first words out of our mouth, we were arguing. so yeah, probably when I got a chance to talk to her. We met and were married in 6 months, and that was 50 years ago.
Wow.
Good for you.
Yeah. So a lot of memories. Obviously,
That's
my
awesome.
children being born,
Of course.
the big one. Finding out that we're going to have kids was a big moment for me, memorable. So yeah, just to know that we're going to have a child was probably the biggest moment too. But anyways,
relationship, family stuff.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
just so much stuff. Yeah. Yep.
All right. This number 10 is
Number
going
10.
to be easy. Number
How am I
10.
doing so far?
Finally.
Number 10.
Okay.
Arlo DIllman, you've made it to the final number 10 question.
This one stumps a bunch of people, and it's
All right.
sometimes uncomfortable for people to answer,
Number 10.
but I'm going to ask it.
All right.
What is your most favorite thing about yourself?
I don't have a lot of those. I think because forever learner. I'm a forever learner. I love to learn. I love to not only learn, but I love to, as you said earlier, Eddie, adapt.
Yeah.
I love to adapt old technology to new ideas or vice versa. I've always been that way. I've always adapted. That's what I like about myself. If something creative wise looks like it won't work, I love problem solving that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
a great quality to have.
I would say that. Well, I don't know about that. It just works for me. I actually have drove people mad when they're in the room.
Sure.
Kind of like the
That's
mad
awesome.
scientist. Kind of like the mad scientist. So, yeah.
Hey, trying to find solutions to issues and problems and being a problem solver. That's, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't.
It's a good thing.
It's a great skill to have.
Yeah. You know, Johnny, when you do the artwork,
Mhm.
just problem solving. What's going to be the best angle profile for the car? And people say, well, it's just a cartoon. Well, no, I mean, there's certain issues with the car that, you know, how's it going to be best portrayed, or the person that's driving it. And so sometimes I have to go from the passenger side angle. Sometimes I go from the driver's side.
Yep.
For instance, a split window Corvette. How do you do that? Because that back window is 1 year trademark. I mean, it's phenomenal. But the front end is equally as cool. So I used to do the Corvette from the backside until I realized if I'm a bird looking down on the car, that view, and then one of those 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, oh, if I'm up here, I can see the split window and I can see the front at the same time. Then it becomes a proportionally correct, you know, for the car.
And then you just added a whole new challenge of like, how do I now add from a bird's eye view, a caricature of the person that owns the car, where you can still see them. Yeah, it will look natural, like it'd be a natural pose that person would be in, and then it's problem solving there, which is okay. Now, where are their shoulders, and how is their arm placed, and where's their hands, and what are they holding, and are they what would be in the way and what wouldn't be in the way? There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, it used to drive, like when I first started, it used to drive me crazy because I used to get the guy that go, hey, I just had the upholstery stitched with my name on the back of the headrests, and I'd really like to see that in the drawing.
Yeah, I know, right?
And I'm like, well, there'd be first of all, if the car's outside, there'd be like a reflection on the glass, and you won't see. But if that's what you want, I'd really like that.
So, Johnny, how did you approach that? How did you solve it?
So I solved it with, I gave him exactly what he wanted, even though it killed me. And I gave it, and I handed it to him, knowing that this is not my best work for myself personally, but it's what they wanted. And that guy was like, "This is perfect," even though I was like, "Ugh."
Do you find that?
It's
John?
hard. It's hard sometimes.
Sometimes you don't think it's your best work, but then it goes over bigger than you thought.
Every piece I
no, I mean,
really, I mean, if I'm being honest, every single piece I send, I generally am like, I really hope that they at least look at it and go, okay, this will be worth it. Yeah. At some point, and then thank God I've had such amazing people, especially in this new time, where I'm doing what you're doing, which is commission work, and people have been kind enough to go, oh, you far surpassed what I thought I was going to get. And that's a great feeling, because that, like you, all I want to do is make them smile. That's all I want to do. Exactly. I want them to see their car, or I want them to see and it evokes some sort of an emotion where they go, oh, that's so cool.
You know what? You hit around the head. Exactly what it, and we manipulate that, don't we? I mean, we try to, but I used to tell my students, insurance people or accountants don't get that response.
No,
I do.
Creative people
in your industry, you're in a service industry.
Creative people can crash real quick,
for sure.
And so how do you respond to that? You can't wear it. I mean, you just got to bounce back from that.
Well, that's
we get that instant feedback. Who gets that?
Right. Well, or you're waiting for the instant feedback, and then you're like, I sent this to them like 3 days ago. I haven't heard anything. And then you suddenly go, oh wait, they were at a show out of town. They probably haven't seen it yet. You know what I mean? But you're in your heart, you're going, oh God, they hated it.
They hate it.
No, and it's funny because just before the show went on, I finally heard from someone. I sent it to in the middle of August. I hadn't heard anything. And not only that, but my PayPal went bing, so I know something's there, right? And then he sent me a wonderful text saying his basement flooded.
Oh no!
And he's sorry. He didn't get back to me right away. He loves it, but he had things to do, and we forget. I forget that people have lives and crap happens, and they got to take care of that. So I'm like, I just hit the send button. Why am I not hearing from them?
Right.
But I had a client where I had typed up a whole you know what, man, I really tried hard, and I just tried to put my whole heart and soul, and I just really can't believe I didn't even get a response back. I mean, it's been like 4 or 5 days, and I was getting ready to send, and then and then right immediately as I was getting ready, it pops in my messenger. Oh my God, this is amazing. And I was like, delete.
Yeah. It's like,
thank God I didn't say that.
It's like we're sitting in a maternity ward, you know, we're kind
For
of like
sure.
wandering around and, you know, I didn't hear from them, you know, kind of thing. Yeah.
So it's so sad, but it's so gratifying at the same time. Oh my God. Arlo, man, thank you so much for, I mean, we're sitting at 1 hour and 20 minutes, and we don't want to take any more specific. Wow. But here's what we'd like to do. Please. I don't think we've even hit the surface of getting to know you and talk about your art, and because I know there's so much other stuff I want to ask you, and I know there were things we talked about that we didn't get to. So please, if you will you please come back and be on again, because we'd love to have you on, and man, it would be so cool to talk to you more and get to know you more.
Anytime off the air too. You might want to take a vote from your listeners and viewers. They might not want me back, but
they do. They want you back. I've already been watching the comments, and everybody loves you.
I didn't realize that time went by already. I apologize, but
that's a good thing, right? You know, in the interviewing, if it goes where you can't even remember how long you've been talking, it's a good thing. That means
this was an organic interview.
Oh my gosh, so good. And like I said, we didn't touch half the stuff I wanted to ask you. And
okay, well.
So I hope,
I'm not giving you my social security number, my bank number. None of that.
Totally want to pick your brain about so much stuff.
Anytime.
And maybe we'll pop up to that Iola show one of these days.
Yeah, we'd love to come.
We would love to have you up there. I know.
When is that?
It's usually in the middle of the second week in July.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, everyone who comes is super impressed. The organization of the Iola organization is amazing. It was Stacy's first time, and he was blown away at how well organized this thing is. And there's so much to do. I will say this, and I know we got to go. Joe Connington and I, we have special carts that we take veterans from the local veterans home around through the whole park. And they are amazed, number one, that people even care about them. But two, they get such a kick out of it. But anyways, I'll let you go. That's another story.
Oh my God, yeah.
Just come on up anytime.
It would be so amazing to do that. And again, can't wait to hang with you again sometime at some point, and definitely want to talk to you more very, very soon. And Arlo, thank you so much for what you've done for the hot rod community, what you've done for the automotive industry, all the things that you've done. And again, Itty B and I both wish you major success in these new endeavors with children's books and illustrations and all the stuff that you're getting ready to do. And Stacey David has hooked the trailer to the right guy, because you do great work, and can't wait to see what else comes about.
And how do people get a hold of you?
Yes.
Arlo?
Oh yes.
Pigeons are usually ArloDIllman.com is out there. It's an old website. Nice. Facebook is the best place. It's Arlo DIllman Facebook. I watch that religiously through direct message, whatever. That's the best way. Or my phone number, 414-333-3590. You can do that. But that's my logo. But anyway, please reach out if anyone wants to. But yes, I want to thank Itty, you especially, because your producing skills, and I know it's a lot to watch, stuff like that. But you also support the man I love over here, and that's Johnny Jalopy and what he's doing as well. So, and I know you guys have been through a lot, and you work through a lot together, and I really appreciate you both. I appreciate you both. Thank you.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you. Please, we're going to put you into the green room for a sec. So don't hang up yet, because we want to come back and thank you.
Okay, I'll be here,
buddy.
Slam the door.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again.
Now get.
Silly.
Are you going to the main screen, or what are we doing? Producer girl.
All righty.
There we go.
Yay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What a great interview.
Oh my gosh. We've had some amazing people on Sketchy Live.
We have. And this is somebody.
Just another one.
This is somebody that you've known now for quite a few years. And he's tuned in. He's watched the show, and he's been a supporter. And it's just great to see how well he's doing with what he's doing now.
For sure.
And
Again, inspirational of somebody who's, had a full-time job doing all this other stuff, but had these passions of things, and I can feel it. Him and I
can relate,
where it's like it's on the back burner for a little bit, and then it's like, let me go, and then you get an opportunity to do it, and he's not. You can just see in his heart, he's not taking that opportunity for granted.
No, and
his intention is like, I want to bang out cool stuff for people.
And then God blesses him with this opportunity, and
it's awesome.
Yeah,
God is good.
Great. Yay, God.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, we are going to let you go. As always, thank you so much for your support, for tuning in. Head over to JohnnyJalopy.com and take a look at what we got going on over there. We've got some merch. We got some t-shirts,
Johnny Jalopy Hot Rod
stickers.
Art over there in the JohnnyJalopy.com, hats, stickers, t-shirts, lots of cool stuff. More stuff coming.
Also, stay tuned on Johnny's Facebook page. It is September 1st. We have not rolled out.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yes. Okay. Hold on. I loaded it up real quick.
Okay.
Let's load up before we go.
Okay.
The September special.
Oh, I was going to say you didn't communicate this to me.
I just came up with it.
Okay.
While we were getting ready. Here's the September special.
Oh,
that's Arlo's logo.
Arlo's logo again.
Hold on.
Go check him out, guys. Arlo DIllman.
The September special. Custom sketchy clipboard of your ride for $150.
Love it.
It's on either one of my recycled clipboards that I bought, purchased, or it'll be on a new clipboard. But you can have your hot rod sketched on a clipboard. Lots of people have taken advantage of the sketchy clipboard. It's such a fun, cool, kind of out of the box way to have your vehicle drawn. And you just get a hold of me at johnnyjalopy.com, or you can get me a hold of me on the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, that kind of stuff. $150 will get you a Sketchy Live clipboard, custom done of your vehicle. And I'm holding up an example of an example. Stop touching it. Would you stop? Two producers. That's what it would look like.
Yeah.
So it might be a side shot, it might be a 3/4 view, whatever I come up with of your vehicle. And again, $150. Let me know.
September special starts now.
So hit me up if you'd like to have your vehicle done on a cool sketchy clipboard.
Yay. Well, there you have it, guys.
There's the sketchy September special.
Yay.
Hey, you didn't think I had one.
I didn't think you did.
Boom.
We've had a busy day today, so I didn't know you put it together. All right, guys, we're going to let you go. Thank you for hanging in there with us. And as always,
hey, don't forget to stay sketchy.
Stay sketchy.
Have a great rest of your Labor Day weekend or Monday, and go back to work. And it's almost the weekend.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Thanks for hanging.